The Nameless City by H.P. Lovecraft. Read by the nameless Nick Gisburn. When I drew nigh the nameless city, I knew it was a city. There is no legend so old as my hideous age-worn cock protruding uncannily above my wrinkly balls, as parts of a corpse may protrude from an ill-made country. Anyway, about the nameless city. It was of this place that Michael Rosen, the mad poet, dreamed, on the night before he sang his unexplainable couplet. Beating me is cruel, beating me is murder. You can't catch me, I'm the speedy hamburger. I should have known that the Arabs had good reason for shunning Michael Rosen. When I came upon it, then I took a shit ton of drugs, the purest ecstasy I have ever known, and I started to fuck my camel. I thrust my shriveled shaft within the black orifice of my camel. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I had to wriggle my dick. The camel screamed frantically. Over 2 hours must have passed before I reached climax. And the camel died. There were certain proportions and dimensions in the ruins which I did not like. The houses needed foundation repair. Horses had to do the jar all over again. I noticed a carving showing aperture science. Then I noticed an inscription. It said, "The cake is a lie." Lower portal reference. I crossed into the dark chamber. There was a computer. I turned the computer on. What I saw next began to drive me to madness. It was an inconceivable, indescribable, and unmentionable monstrosity of terrible, revolting, and inexplicable nature. Not even the physical horror of my penis could match the lethal dread I felt at the abysmal antiquity of the scene and its soul. The computer was running Windows Vista. I played Civilization, Half-Life, Doom, Warcraft, Starcraft, and Minecraft. Then I decided to torrent Oblivion.
Wow, you're the grand champion. I saw your fight against the...
Fuck this shit. I decided to play the Nameless mod instead.
Walton Simons? What the hell are you doing in a book? Don't you try anything, you got that? I'm heavily armed.
Eh? Oh, you must be mistaking me for Walton Simons. I am simply Walton Siles.
Huh?
See the Siles? My name isn't capitalized.
Huh?
That's because I'm the...
Huh?
True lies.
So what are you doing in this bookshop?
This is the Deus Ex Sexy fan fiction shop.
So you must know quite a bit about sex, eh?
Yes. The U.S. government was a military force designed to overthrow George Washington. They had the power to fail. They hide under the guise of being formed to recognize the Constitution.
You believe that kind of crap?
Of course.
Then I watched The Room, the greatest movie of all time. From some remote depth, there came a crash of musical metal. I was in a narrow passage whose walls were lined with cases containing the mummified forms of creatures, outreaching in grotesqueness the most chaotic memes of man. They were of the reptile kind, with body lines suggesting sometimes the crocodile hunter, sometimes the seal, but more often the naturalist or the paleontologist. In size, they approximated a small mammal, and their crotches bore delicate and evidently flexible cocks, curiously like human fingers. To nothing can such things be well compared. In one flash, I thought of comparisons as varied as the cat, the mythic cat, and the human cat. Obviously, I started blowing the reptiles, violating all known biological principles. I heard the ghastly cursing and snarling of strange-tongued fiends.
Is this necessary?
Lol, nope.